Are back with more triangle strategy. So, a little bit of a heads up. Although we did get a little bit further the other day, I didn't really have any time to grind due to my schedule. So you might have to do some of those side missions or the mental mock battles on screen, depending on how rough this next scenario is going to be. I think I know what it's going to be, but we also have to progress some of the story. So we have what's essentially defend the arena in chaos of battle available. We've already done the upgrades, but now we gotta figure out how to fucking save our own asses from the Hyzanteans that are marching on the Rosellan village. So Serenoa wonders what recourse is left for them, knowing that not much time remains until the Hyzantean army arrives. So now we gotta find that salt crystal.
So that's the size of it. House Wolffort has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
This is why he's got that fucking charm ability.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzante's oppression of the Roselle, yes? Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzante's rule, here to the Wolffort domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
They fixed it.
I reckon not. Hyzante would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzante. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in.
Only to be given away.
Sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold, I beg you, recite those words once more.
Whoop.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Ah,
So
you're
there
onto
exists
something.
a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzante.
Fucking Benedict pulling things out of his entire otherworldly ass, as usual. Gotta love it.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I don't believe you.
I know not to what they were referring, But my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenella.
It does make me wonder if they actually passed or not,
I know it
considering
sounds
that
like
the
a
Elder
fool's
is like
errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
trying so hard to stifle this.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
And the Elder's like, ah, shit. So we already know what we gotta do. We're still gonna try to run around and grab up a bunch of stuff and cover our bases, essentially. We know the key is in this village, though precisely in what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. The key does indeed remain in the village. I will find it. I must. Hold on a second. Let me get up here. Oh, grab that. Something special in the village. If what you seek is old, the Elder may know of it. I claim to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope was thus delayed in this very village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Rather old-looking mirror behind the Elder's house. It was quite brilliant all those years ago, but I'm sure it's rusted over by now. Hey, bud. I forget if you're the one that tells me. There's something else that you know. Yo, Silver, hell yeah. No, not the letter. Get back up. What you looking for, sir? Is it a treasure? What did I say? You know anything about it? It's a secret if you promise not to tell anyone. It's hidden in my desk drawer. I call it my secret sweet store. That's cute. A Pelton Jones of Bullwood his parents were quite fond of. Let me get this. Come here. Ooh, yo, superior stuff. Okay, cool. Silver mirror. It's all nice and fixed up. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. It is not. So there's several different things. There's the pelt, there's the mirror, and then we find out about something else that we actually had to get in there to grab from the Elder's house. I know we mean to search the village, but what is it we're searching for? The baby. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is all your fault. All I know is that we'll never go back to the life we had before. I wish you luck in your search for trinkets. Pray do not lose hope. The road ahead is arduous, but we must remain strong. Nothing I've ever heard of. Nope. I forget if there's someone else we have to particularly talk to for the for the pelt, but I think there's other stuff in here too. Never seen a pelt like this before. Perhaps this is the one Jerome's parents took such a liking to. Oh, we already talked to him. Alright. Yo, more iron? Okay. It's interesting that he actually doesn't talk about it either. Stop it. No, don't grab that. I'm trying to talk to fucking Benedict. Oh my god, you antsy bitch. With Orlea's key in hand, we may at long last lend a grievous blow against Hyzante. You must speak to the other villagers and learn what they know of it. Oh, hello. Yo. Azure crystal is good. Let's see, I know nothing of any king. You'll find nothing of any import in my home. It is not in this house. There's such great things to feed the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Yeah, boys, sweating it out. Okay, so we gotta get Frederica in on this. What was Mother trying to say? Sarah Noah, we have to find that key. I wonder why the village elder would so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself. Preferably while he is away, though I know he would not grant us such a request from the likes of me. Right, Frederica. Okay, so I had to talk to Benedict first. I should like to search the elder's home, but I know he'll never grant me permission. It pains me to ask you this, but might you be able to draw him out of his house for a moment? Ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree that this may be the only chance we get. Oh, what's going on, Blaze? How it be? Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica. So what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? Oh, and there goes Extra as well. What's going on, guys? Alright, you guys can just stay out here and talk about all kinds of shit. That's fine. Stop fucking going up the stairs. Alright, but here we go. Give me that crystal. A box hidden beneath the rug. It would seem the elder did have something to hide. What's in the box? A big ass rock. Damn. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. We found a big ass rock. Dylan just got to work. I'm about to eat something. That's what's up. I already had me some dinner. I've also been trying to have me some sleep. So I at least napped a little bit before we got started here. I don't think there's anything else to grab item-wise here. We've already uncovered what it is we need on top of the red herrings around it. So yeah, I guess let's wrap this up. I'm gonna save just in case I'm wrong. I fell asleep last time I tried to stream. Oh no. So that I'm gonna really hope that you didn't do that as you were actually live, because you've done that one twice already. Works whooping your ass. Oof.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Totally live. Fuck.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
I'm gonna tell you to give me that rock.
Could this pink rock be the key?
So there technically is a category for sleeping, but it's actually based on an old game that's actually called like You're Only Sleeping or something like that. So it's almost like an unwritten middle ground kind of thing. And after a while, it just kind of got accepted as like, oh yeah, no one's gonna do anything about it. Because there's been so many like higher profile people who have used it during like big marathons and stuff that it's just kind of been accepted as a norm.
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
That's right, why are you hiding this under your rug?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
This man hiding them rocks.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
He's like, well, go ahead. Blip.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
The power of salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Do not lick in the same spot.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, but the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Yeah, I'm sure you're very afraid of that. You're just not like, whew. Don't know nothing, won't get nothing.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Benedict's over here like,
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzante oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
Yep.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Yeah.
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzante's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years, but no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzante to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
The crazy thing is that this is barely like scratching the surface of their shit. Like, mass enslavement, book burnings, using the bodies of their fallen and enslaved people to make crazy magical weapons and shit. The fact that their Holy One is essentially an automaton that they made. Like, Hyzante's got a lot of shit going on. Oh, meanwhile.
A report, my lord. Hyzante's army is on the horizon.
Well, damn.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
If ever you would have thought that you'd be feeling like a big dude with a rock in your fucking hand. This is one of those times. The next morning. Come on out, we have you surrounded.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is it you speak?
It's just the fact that it even zooms in like, bruh. Blip. Oh.
This is salt, indeed. But how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One, and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word that the village will be safe from harm.
At least for now.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
It's so crazy how much they do and don't
We
know.
owe our lives to this.
And yet I also kind of wonder if Exham, at the very least, had any idea about the actual origins of the Holy One himself.
A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzante being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzante will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolford. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
What will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
I feel like she's asked this about the Roselle in this story at least several times by the time she finally gets fed up and wants to have her own route.
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzante beside us, we can defeat Frost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
Alright. Time to get escorted.
House Wolford protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzante sends an army to punish Wolford for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exham and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzante, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
And so we're back here. Oh god. Is that just the one? Hey, Grandma! Yes. I was gonna say, I was hoping that we can get some of our other people soon.
Good grief. Just what do you hope to gain by hassling a little old lady like me?
Yeah, leave Grandma alone.
Food. Now hand it over, all of it, or we'll slit your throat.
Yeah.
You are Roselle, are you not? Like those at the source in Hyzante 30 years ago.
What are you talking about, you old hag?
Your people fled from oppression, yet still you struggle to find peace. Isn't that so?
Shut your mouth, you hag. Just put the food down and be gone.
So I was right. I will say no more, so you had best be on your way now.
We're the ones giving orders here. Besides, we've got no choice.
2 bowmen, spearmen, and a healer.
So you are blind to the strength of the opponent that stands before you. That is unfortunate.
Oh shit. Damn. Sound like she broke some shit.
You're no ordinary old lady. Forgive us. We've had nothing to eat for days. We promise we won't do this again. Please, just spare us our lives.
Your eyes do not lie. Very well. Move along.
Thank you.
To think that after fleeing Hyzante, some of those poor Roselle had to resort to thievery. This is not the world I wished for, but perhaps there is still something I can do.
So the messed up thing is that even when we free the Roselle in Benedict's route, they get displaced and discriminated against heavily anyway, which means more of them become brigands and thieves, even during that. As opposed to Frederica's, where they all just head out to Centralia together regardless. I think the only ones that would be stragglers are ones that weren't either in the source to begin with or weren't in the village. But we got another member here.
My lord.
What is it?
An elderly woman has come seeking an audience with you.
A rare guest. Very well. Show her in.
Yes, sir.
I would hear your name.
You may call me Groma.
The same name as the legendary Frosty General from the Salt Iron War. You're the one they called Iron Fist, yes?
I have long since abandoned that name. After the war, I wandered the land, hoping to find a new purpose. Yet it would seem that I am destined to be drawn into bloody conflict until the end of my days.
Hot take of a great isekai? Oh no.
But there may still be something this old crone can do.
Oh no. Oh, that's good though. Princess, your wrist.
Why do you come to me?
Why do you ask? Can you not trust a former general of Esfrost?
Perish the thought. My own betrothed hails from your land.
Indeed she does. And of Roselle,
She has a communicator too.
I have heard true.
A brave robot isekai make it happen? That'd be amazing.
Only a fool judges a person by their origins. I would know what is in your heart.
Ha! You are just as the rumors say. My heart, indeed.
Love the fact that they tried to make her be an older lady, and yet she just kind of has like...
I have seen enough suffering to last lifetimes. All I wish now is to see it end.
Like, she sounds like she would be like an old unit in fucking Fire Emblem.
Then we share a common goal. Let us fight for it as one.
With pleasure. I think you'll find there's life in these old bones yet.
But yeah, what's going on, Asian? Yo, work still? A veteran versed in the martial arts counterattacks when evading his physical attack. Can slid deathly between foes. Damn. Alright, so we got Groma back. It's probably gonna be a little bit until we get the Dawn Spear again. We got more story to plow through here anyway.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this.
Day off workout not too long ago, nice. Yeah, we had work early, and then I came back like 8 and got some shopping done and then like knocked out until recently.
A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well,
with all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzante?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzante redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzante's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war? The kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Roland ain't having it. Let's go.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one.
Let's go.
For I am.
So, when we first did this, it was pretty sudden. Now we've already had him reveal himself before, and it actually seems kind of cool because now they just kind of know what he's gonna do.
The second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
You live. There is no mistaking that face.
That face.
So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
Goose v. Goose action, pretty much.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
Like, in fact, hold on a second.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzante stands with you.
Take a quick look at something here. But you didn't recognize them yet. Nah, man. You got some Zex Marquis fucking Miliardo Peacecraft shit going on with that mask.
The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf.
So yeah, actually here... Here's Gustadolf. And then here's Gustav the 13th when he's actually older. And it's almost a little weird that they're actually pretty similar in appearance.
From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander, and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Gustadolf is literally just like a super evil version in terms of appearance of Gustav.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
Hey, it's super official now. Yep, always a motherfucker in a mask. So the mask and hat belonged to his teacher.
We secured Hyzante's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
But as far as they know right now, his teacher was slain by Esros Champion. So he's donned the hat and mask after they faked his death, and he's only been showing a select amount of people his appearance. But once we actually retake Glenbrook, he's gonna just get rid of that entirely and just pose as himself. And then eventually Maxwell will return as soon as we get enough like conviction points and shit going on.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle in Wolford are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward. Even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Alright.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
She's still fretting about the Roselle and the source.
Now, to battle, we take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Clear that out, and then we'll start figuring out what we're gonna do here.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzante is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camso. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
Seems pretty confident. Oh, meanwhile, these two are gonna start up.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolfort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Oh no, our corpse bomb.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Esfrosti's ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you?
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
I mean, you also are pretty much a war criminal, though. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Making entire bombs out of people's bodies and shit. No big deal. Human remains. You see, a missive arrives from Sycris alerting Gustadel to the dangers back home. So this is interesting, because now that we know that we have Svarog's support, it makes me wonder if that was his doing. I forget what this is exactly that happens.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
So the general idea behind Aelfric is that they find a way to release immense amounts of energy out of a person's body, likely because they have magic in them. So there's been several instances where someone has been executed. They'll literally like glow and like light a flame, and like a huge pillar of like flame will come up out of them, and they'll just be like disintegrated. So I'm assuming with the crystals, they just take a bunch of remains, compress them into a certain form, magnify the blast, and it's essentially just like a soul nuke, or like a big magic nuke that just hits like a specific area wherever you set it off, and it's like really fucked up. Like in one of the other routes, the people that actually originated it, he had it casted on himself so he could be a suicide bomber, essentially, to take out our group.
If Sycris's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else. Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
So, the Death Knell is actually something that he built in secret, I guess.
Death Knell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
If we're to be wed, then there should be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Why is this a form of technological advancement y'all decided to pursue? Well, here's the thing. That, I think, is a partial subproduct of them trying to create life, or artificial life, essentially. They have something called the automaton that they can use to recreate different things, from like mechanical horses to people that they string up based on their bodies. And also the Holy One is just an entire automaton in and of itself that also can just use Aelfric and other shit whenever it wants. Let the adults speak. Yeah, these two are little fuckers. Thalos and Erica, we're gonna have to fight them soon.
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother. This weapon combines the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft. Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzante's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
I have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
A general is to win me victory, as and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzante to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother.
Yep.
But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of Esfrost. Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed. With it, we shall do what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
That makes me wonder if I'm assuming he has to survive then.
If we can even approach the walls, brother. The trade embargo will ensure that Hyzante is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzante my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Thalus, you will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You hardly need to ask, brother.
That is all. Now go.
Alrighty. So he's heading north. She's heading out to Hyzante. Now these two gotta figure their own shit out.
Blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Alrighty. So if we're going straight there, this fight's gonna suck.
Esfrost
It's probably
and
gonna be the
Glenbrook
same.
remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzante. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzante to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzante, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Our time has come. As we are essentially surrounded on all sides, except for Hyzante's help.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Everybody hates Erica.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
Well, now we gotta figure out how we're gonna do it. Although I would say, the way we did it last time is probably the least fucked, but I think it also affects how we...
You wish to lend us Hyzante's new weapon?
I think it changes how we fight Evlora, maybe? Nah, they probably get out on another ship. Because there's one that has us flood the capital. There's another that has us bomb the bridge, which is the one that we did. And then there's another one that has us take the entire place from the inside out. And I think they still escaped that way.
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
Oh god, there it is.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
And bodies. Don't forget the bodies.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely.
I am Milo.
Milo's smart. Milo UL.
A dancer by trade, but assistant to the saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
Eritor's like,
Hyzantean spy?
Immediately suspected, and they weren't wrong.
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsos will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Sereno?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. It's another side thing for that. Why is this one not? Under Secret Orders, Kyoet scouts Telior domain with Flugi. So, I guess as a quick summary, there's a theft in the archives. And it's Lady Orlea's
You have made a grave
journal.
error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sicris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
Poor Sicris, by the way. He got his ass whooped at Twins Gate. Failed all that. Technically, they still have illegal salt dealings going on in the city, and now they yoink a book out from under his nose. Like, fucking A.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes.
So I think that was not only about the rebellion, but also about the land of Centralia, which is their homeland.
Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to...
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Round 2. Roof homie's not good at his job. No, he is not. Thankfully for him, our group isn't there this time, so him trying to raid Svarog at Twins Gate might go a little bit easier. And for this, the reason that they're having her scout Telior's domain is because there's a dam up
Benedict
here.
asked me to scout out Teliorn where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
And I think if we actually try to blow up the dam to flood the city in order to get them to escape or to flee, we actually have to fight to the dam itself.
But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place?
But you know, that would also fuck up everything not only in the city but around it too.
I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital.
It sure does.
But orders are orders. I should report back.
It's also interesting because at this point, Telior, the actual leader, Telior himself has been murdered. He is flat dead. Buried somewhere in the Rosellan village after we fought him. See, a missive arrives to Whiteholm Castle informing Thalas and the others of the outcome of Erica's negotiations with Hyzante. Shit's not going good.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzante refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzante would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard.
Oh yeah.
You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit. Right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Yep. A lot of her attacks and stuff, like the lines she says, are actually pretty dramatic as well. Tilda earned the rank of the general is known the strongest in Esfrost. Her skill is acknowledged even by the Archduke himself.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General Avlora. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain.
Oh yeah.
That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Gotta throw him a bone.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics.
So, the interesting thing here is that several things happen in some of the other endings. Svarog, after a certain point, actually takes on the idea of the royalists backing him up for his own rebellion, only for Benedict to have them all stricken down. But I wonder if we actually go this route, if this will be something that actually gives Cordelia a little bit more prominence in the story.
I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Although considering what's going to
Is it
happen very
possible for
soon,
you
maybe
to rein
not.
them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzante and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
And there you have it. These two are a duo now. And now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do to fuck out the capital. I think I can go out into the town for this one too.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Tellior Reservoir to start a flood?
He's like, I like how that's how it opens up. Like, excuse me, but what in the fuck?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Tellior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Tellior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Tellior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Yeah, that would be a pretty big setback.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
Right.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
So this decision actually doesn't matter towards the actual golden route. It's what we do afterwards that does.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
Also, what's going on, Corez?
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate.
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
It's some destiny. I see. So we got
Allow me to
another.
ask once more.
Got a three-way split here.
Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
So last time we did the bridge fight, the flooding idea still sounds really stupid. Which leaves the only other option to be trying to take on their commanding officers and sinking that ship as maybe a different way to go. I think we still have the same people to fight if we do that. It's just in a different scenario and area. Please flood them. No. Oh god. This is also a weird one where Eridor is actually the odd man out. Thank you for the hydrate. That doesn't mean you get to flood me, what the fuck? I'm just trying to help. Much appreciated. Let's see. What do you got? You've been out and about quite often lately. Something amiss? Can't help but notice the comings and goings of Hyzante's soldiers too. Something about it bodes ill. I like how everyone's like, there's a lot of people that weren't here before. What the fuck is this about? Quality iron. I heard that Elfric is still in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, its blast could blow a hole straight through a castle wall. Could we really use such a thing in battle? Elfric is still in development. Are they hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we're exposing the people to a greater danger than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. There's a shiny here. Give me that. Eh. Lord Serenoa, we've returned from scouting the capital. The Crown City is teeming with its frosty soldiers, and it appears that a second force, led by General Vlora, is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Esros has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle, the latter led by General Vlora, no less. I doubt a full frontal attack would work in our favor. It's definitely worth considering when making our strategy. The black anklet? I think we found the red one over here before. Our reserves are still stocked, but I do not know how long that will last. The Duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. Yeah, we found it in the last scenario. Oh shit, there's something in the wall over there. Hold on a second. Is there something here? Ugh. Give me that. Ah, Roland's old wander poster. I wish they would have put like a dumb picture with it or something. But yeah, whosoever captures the prince delivers into the duchy officials unharmed will be rewarded with a sum of 100k. There we go, black anklet. Alright, so we got both of them here then. And a wind amulet. Lord Serenoa, I shall accompany you wherever you go. I am sure my knowledge of the Aelfric will be of great service to you. Of great service. So I already grabbed those. What are you doing? After the duchy made their declaration, the Holy State stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade salt in the capital either. The scouts who were sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with the Hyzantean troops. Like, I don't like that shit. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. We can enjoy freedom of trade, no longer have to give offerings to the crown. It seems the people living in the crown city aren't suffering as much as I thought they'd be. Damn them for having it good, how dare they? Ooh. But yeah, that part comes into play too once we retake the capital. Especially with us having even deeper ties with the Saintly Seven and Hyzante. In order to have that chance to take them back. Soldiers look like they're preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon? The Hyzantean soldiers that were bringing relief supplies look like they're ready for war too. I like how these guys have seen so many people march in their time that they're just like, no, this is bad. My niece came back from the Crown City. She said there are more trusty soldiers than ever now. Since the fall of House Fox and Telior, many of their people have fled here to Wolfort, and refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It's not uncommon to hear of fights breaking out between them and the people of Wolfort. What should we do, my lord? Our domain can only support so many people, not convince them to... To warn you that our domain's resources will soon run dry, and that the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand. Before either of those reach their limit, I shall bring Esfrost to its knees. Understood, my lord. Leave the issue of the refugees to us. Yep, we got shit going on. What do you got? I should probably get more. Ooh, extra large. They got the good shit here. Nothing super unique in terms of these. God, I almost want to, like, grind here a little bit. Look at you, baby. This aminal. Yeah. Oh. My lord, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. Appreciate your concern. We need worry. My father's the strongest man I've ever known. Doubtless he'll be back in Sweden in no time. I look forward to that day already. I had the utmost faith in Lord Simon. But I forget myself. You must be so busy, Lord Serenoa. My apologies for detaining you. Please, don't apologize. I am happy to know the people care about my father so. Lord Simon is a true hero to us all, and not because he brought the Saltine War to its end. We respect him because he has a heart of gold and walks astride his people. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for a better people. Y'all are just so nice. My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Eat. Give it. Give it Antu. Superior iron. Yes. Alright. I think that's all that's in here. Oh, well, I guess it is now. Whee! Wait a second. I thought I saw something like shining over there. Like, hold on a minute. Alright, let's get back inside. I think we're gonna do two things here. So we're gonna put a save on 6 for this split here. Because I have a bad feeling, mostly because I forget what the level requirement is for the next fight. Because if it is really high, or at least higher than what we're at right now, I think it also scales depending on your level. But some of our people have hit pretty hard after that last fight. Hewitt and Medina are almost hitting 20. Several of our guys are like at 18 or 17. So like we're not fucking around right now, but like if it goes too high, we might as well like grind at this point before we make the decision. So I'm gonna make a save here before we start. And then once we hit that, we'll make a different one depending on how it's gonna be. And whether or not we're gonna give it a shot today. But still, I would say the better decision is still us trying to go with the bridge trap. The damn one just seems kind of dumb. I am also a little curious about the castle launch a surprise attack and destroy the duchy's warship. In fact, you know what? Just for the sake of it being different, we could give that one a shot just to see how that goes. Alright, so that would mean convincing Benedict, Anna, Frederica, and Gila. Okay.
Serenoa.
A nation cannot exist without a people. We cannot risk exposing those very people to any more hardship than they've already endured. If we explode the bridge, we can isolate the castle. The people will be spared from our battle. Scorched earth by water. God damn it, we're not gonna flood the city. Alright, I don't need a bunch of random citizens being flooded by doo-doo water and shit. Getting the plague. I don't need someone's grandma running up to me with caca on her face like, what the fuck did you do? Why would you do that? Nope. Not happening. Serenoa, do you truly think Roland's plan is the best way forward? General Flora guards the castle. This is our chance to plan to result in a prolonged battle. So this is the interesting thing too, is when we choose to bomb the bridge, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know, it just seemed like it would be faster. Just get all the water and fix it later, it'll be fine. But when we actually bomb the bridge, Avlora doesn't play into it because of her alliance with Cordelia. And in fact, Thalis and Erica find us on accident. Because both of them decide, fuck yo shit, I'm gonna do my own thing, and they both head towards the bridge for different reasons. No, I'm not.
Surely.
Then we murk him. Indeed, General Vlora is unlikely to give up so easily if we had the castle surrounded. And a soldier as experienced as she is likely to have a few tricks up her sleeve. I doubt negotiations with her would go smoothly. If the battle draws on, the people will suffer. It may very well avail us to end this fight as swiftly as possible.
I need a moment to think.
Thank you, Serenoa. I'm happy to know where it is you stand. That was actually a little easier than I thought it was going to be. Watch her still say no, though.
Ah, yes?
Benedict's plan gives us our surest path to victory, but would incur great damages to the capital, and Prince Roland's plan is far too dangerous a gamble. Call me naive, but I believe Frederica's plan is the best for all of us. It may very well be that the plan we're trying to do is also like an instant lose, which means we have to go for the bridge plan anyway, so here's hoping that save holds out for us. I see. I admit I am curious as to why you would choose Prince Roland's plan. Esros needs their ships to both travel and transport. Destroying them would undoubtedly avail us in future battles.
Yes, I see.
I see. Even if we reclaim the capital, our fight with Esros will continue. And by sinking their warships, we could most certainly deal a heavy blow to their military might. Destroying them now would be in our best interest indeed.
I require some time to think.
There's much more to consider with Prince Roland's plan than I originally thought. Alright, Benedict just wants this to be done with.
My lord.
Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there is a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. But we will most certainly deal a heavy blow to the Esrasi forces by flooding the city. So you would choose Prince Roland's plan. Might I inquire as to why? I don't know if that's going to be enough for him or not. Tunnels are a royal family secret. I highly doubt Queen Cordelia would be divulged them to anyone.
Interesting indeed.
The Duchy's warships are troublesome indeed, and Esros is adept with ships and naval warfare. So this is another interesting thing. When we go for the bridge plan, part of what we do is have Camsil take the river for us. Hyzante has like little to no experience with naval warfare, and they actually have a really rough go of it. Even beyond that, when they try to retake the city itself, the city gets fucked up. Like, you would swear the fucking blast crystal blew up in that bitch when you actually come up in it. I don't know if that part will still happen with this other plan, but needless to say, they hunker down and they don't fuck around. It's actually gets really nasty after we do the actual, like, sacking at the bridge. Which is really just us trying to fight to survive again on the same bridge that we had to escape on again. Even if my plan were to succeed, there is a chance that a great number of enemy soldiers escape using these vessels. In which case, it would be better serve us to take them by surprise.
I am decided.
I understand your argument, my lord. But to perfect a plan, one must consider them from all angles. Let us continue our discussion. Taking the enemy by surprise may grant us swift victory and reduce the burden on the people. The more time our plan takes, the more likely Queen Cordelia is to be taken hostage. If we sneak into the castle, however, we may be able to help her escape. Allowing Halden to befall the crown city and castle with solely household for its honor as one of the high houses. We would avoid flooding the city if we can avoid it. And we can try to lean on this and see what he says.
Quite impossible.
My lord, the kingdom has already fallen. Yeah, he doesn't really think great of it. So I must win it all
I
costs.
may have to consult the others.
Yeah, I think we fucked that one up.
Aye, lad.
Destroying the dam's our best shot at winning the battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit him if we flooded the city. But there's no denying that the other plans had their merits too. Should we go with our best bet or consider one of the other options? Oh, that's right, he's actually undecided. So you'd go with Prince Roland's plan then? What makes you so sure? I suppose you're thinking ahead to our battle with Gustadelf, eh? It's true that those iron ships give them a special edge in warfare. So destroying them now would only prevent them from escaping the castle, but would also put a dent in the duchy's military might. You're always one step ahead, lad. I'm proud of you.
Tough spot we're in.
You've opened up my eyes to the merits of Prince Roland's plan, my lord. It's given me lots to think about. So we kind of fucked up with Benedict, but the others seem to be alright.
Yes, sir.
Please flood them. Enemy may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with its frosty soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. So you share Prince Roland's thoughts, even though the Frost might know about the tunnels. Enemies scattered throughout the city and castle. Inside Whiteholm, a small and elite force would have the advantage over numbers. That's true. Stealing into the castle would spare the people harm. I can think of no one better to cover operations than you. You're gonna just butter her up like that?
Indeed.
I see. You already know where the enemy is situated, my lord. It is as you say. Numbers would be not in the castle's narrow passageways. We could certainly use that to our advantage. Even if we were met with General Avlora's forces, we would be able to fight her on equal footing.
I need time.
Though the plan is hardly foolproof, I suppose it's still worth considering. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot. Time to vote. Watch us blow up the port and then the fucking bridge still gets fucked up anyway. Like, now it's just like one side of it.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
Okay, so he didn't bend. We fucked that up. Man.
Even still.
Ooh. It's getting a little nasty here.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, Gila's with us though.
I agree.
Oh. There goes Anna. And
I'm with you.
Eredor's there too. Let's do it your way. They actually had two stick their ground there.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
E. Alright.
The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.
Eh. Okay, damn. No floods. Yep. No floods.
You will steal into the castle and defeat their commanding officers. I see. So Wolfort chooses to walk a wicked path.
Wicked. That's an interesting way to put it.
That makes you no different than S-Frost.
We do not regret the choice we have made.
Then it is time to see it done. It may very well be our best chance at victory.
That's interesting. So this is considered us going the dirty route.
I must return to Hyzante and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Sereno. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Roselia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
Gotta get in there for the glory. So yeah, Exham has his own ambitions. It also wants to essentially dethrone Edor. Let's put it at 5.
House Wolfort and Hyzante join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Roland proposes they infiltrate Whiteholm Castle and take out the enemy commanders. Though a risky gambit, it is well worth it if they can destroy them all in one fell swoop. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan.
All right.
In support of House Wolfort, Hyzante's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Time to say goodbye. Every time we make a decision for this chapter, the fucking
Prince Roland, there is something I'd like to ask you before our mission.
The title always sounds super grim.
Then ask it.
Why do you really want to infiltrate Whiteholm Castle?
To prevent needless harm to the capital, of course. And to exact revenge with my own hands.
Roland's out here for blood.
Is that it? Roland, you know you can confide in me.
I want to save Cordelia. She's bound to get caught up in the violence if we launch a full-scale attack. But if we can sneak into the castle, we might be able to get her out. I know this is a war to reclaim our kingdom, but I cannot rid myself of such selfish desires. Contemptuous, is it not?
I understand the burden of leadership. Perhaps it would be easier if we could but purge ourselves of our hearts. But as your vassal, nay, as your friend, I would not want the company of one so void of emotion. We will save Queen Cordelia. Together.
My friend, I cannot thank you enough.
So that's something that actually doesn't really even factor in too much until after we find out that Cordelia and Evlora take off on a ship during the bridge run. Oh, okay, this is a little different. Anna investigates the warship at the docks of the Whiteholm Castle. Then he shakes her. Yeah. Oh my god. I also did like a quick clip of that because like I forgot until I looked at it again.
A single longship docked? It would take one blast crystal to destroy and their escape route with it.
But I forgot that after Cordelia is fucking stabbed and she makes Evlora leave, everyone's like, oh god, get Cordelia healer. Meanwhile Benedict's like, no, go after her. She couldn't have got far. It's like she is beat up to death in the throes and yeeted herself into a river. I think you need to reprioritize a little bit, my guy. Like, damn. Oh, go hide.
Heard Hyzante send in a massive army. Are we gonna be alright without the Archduke?
I wouldn't worry. Not with General Avlora on our side.
Her I trust. Thalas and Erica, on the other hand,
Nobody likes them.
Not so loud. Who knows what they'd do to you if they heard that?
So Gustadov isn't here, but Avlora, Thalas, and Erica are.
Intriguing. So that's interesting. In this case, we actually find that out ahead of time. They haven't had the Dawn Spear precedent yet, yeah.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell, and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I am grateful for the reinforcements.
As you should be. Hyzante hasn't mobilized this large of a force in 30 years.
There's no need for delicacy with this many soldiers at your disposal. We could fell the enemy with a frontal assault.
Oh, Camsell.
Though it seems you have some other ideas in mind.
Ideas?
We do. The city and its people will suffer greatly should we brute force our way in.
Instead, we will infiltrate Whiteholm and take out the Asfrosti commanding officers.
And how do you plan to do that? Via some secret passage none but you are aware of?
Just so. The same way we snuck into the castle when the capital fell.
An effective strategy, I'm sure, though recent intelligence suggests Gustadolf has returned to his homeland.
In which case we shall target Prime Minister Thalas and Erica, and General Avlora. We'll have Milo destroy their ship with the blast crystal to prevent them from escaping.
What a devious trick. My favorite kind.
The castle will be easy to take with those three disposed of. Very well then. We shall do it your way.
We would like the two of you to distract the Asfrosti forces with your armies.
When their attention shifts to the front, we will slip into the castle.
Very well. May fortune smile upon us all.
So now they don't have to deal with the ships. Because Camsell, even though they deal with the majority of them, still gets routed.
Hyzante's forces have entered Castle Wolfort. It won't be long until House Wolfort makes their move.
Meaning they're coming here. It's hard to believe they'll soon be in the capital again.
My queen, I must advise against considering them allies. Lord Serenoa is now one of Hyzante's saintly 7. Not to mention they're raising arms against the seat of their former sovereign. They want justice. They want the royal blood that runs through your veins.
So you think they seek to make a puppet of me as well?
I do. But you needn't worry. They will not breach this castle so long as I protect it.
So, that's already kind of a fucked assumption.
Indeed.
A battle is upon us, but fear not. I shall protect you.
But they do not know about Roland yet.
General Avlora speaks true. Yet I still want to believe in House Wolfort. Brother, give me strength.
Well, the stupid thing is that if we actually... Assholes expect assholes. Oh, yeah. The stupid thing is that if we actually were more overt about Roland anyway, it probably would have been in our advantage.
Begin to put their strategies into action.
Because even when we take the bridge route, they still consider Roland to be unfit and generally a coward because he was hiding behind the Dawnspear's mask the whole time.
To draw the eye of the Asfrosti forces, the Hyzantean army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and his retinue, Elfric in hand, will steal into Whiteholm Castle.
Oh, hey guys.
Hyzante's forces are on the move!
They're coming for the capital! To your stations!
Oh shit.
Minister Exham's created quite the distraction for us.
Let's make for the harbor first. Anna says there's only one longship there. We can use the blast crystal to sink it and cut off their retreat.
Ooh, we get an investigation thing. Cyrano and company infiltrate the harbor in order to destroy the Asfrosti warship. Hey everybody. This is just a whole
fewer soldiers than I expected.
whole group of us here.
They want us to load up art and jewels from the merchants? What nonsense is this?
Lady Erica commanded it.
Fucking Erica.
She plans to cut and run if things get real ugly.
Wow, this bitch.
It's ridiculous, I know, but imagine what she'd do to us if she found out we disobeyed.
Oh, fine. Get the bloody merchants.
Perfect. I'll disguise myself as a merchant and search the ship.
Anna.
Once I find out where they've stationed soldiers, we can get Milo aboard.
Yeah.
Let me go. They won't look twice at me.
Really?
I would rather you not take that risk, my lord.
Yeah, what the fuck, Cyrano?
You and Eridor have too much gravitas, meaning I'm best suited for the task.
And what about me?
The task I need you for won't come until later.
I understand. Good luck then.
Hide yourselves. We'll find each other after.
That means...
That man will stop at nothing to win, will he? Consider me charmed.
The gears are already turning for her. Hey, look at us all done up in our little hat. Got a backpack and everything. You there, merchant! Help us load this ship. Yes, sir, at once. I had best survey the area before they see through my disguise. I'm just gonna get this real quick. Yeah, I had to pick up my extra change, dude, don't worry. A purchase this large shall keep my finances in order for quite some time. I like how all the merchants are happy as hell. Like, oh my god, this chick just showed up, sloshed as hell, and just bought up all our shit. Alright. Fellow merchant. The future's looking mighty bright with this sale. So it is, yes. So it's not easy gathering so many fine works at such a short notice. Fine works? My good man, tell me you didn't sell genuine art. Oh my god! Yes! These motherfuckers don't care. They just made scribbles on paper and were like, nah man, it's a genuine article passed down through 5,000 family lines. I tell you what, boy, this shit goes for $10,000. Fuck. Oh, let's go. Our buyer, Lady Erica, is the most selfish and capricious of them all. Counterfeits are good enough for her. So you sold her fakes. Bold of you to try defrauding the duchy. Would it be better to sell the Archduke's sister your finest and make a good impression? In my view, a merchant should be fair in all dealings. Fine, she has no eye for authenticity. Else I could have sold her I would have sold her the genuine article. Which is her fault if you take the Frosty view. Only the strong or keenness of eye, if you like, survive. But do what you will. In commerce, there is freedom. Though I care a little for Esfrost, I must say I respect their rather open disposition. Anyhow, I'll be on my way before the war breaks out. You'd best leave sooner than later yourself. Oh shit. I like how they use their own edict against them too. Like, oh, you're supposed to be so fucking good. I guess. Don't worry about it. How much can one ship hold? No matter how much we load, there's always more. Keep loading, and quickly, Lady Erica's orders. This is an extremely important mission. Our cargo must make it to Esfrost. Though I find it odd that a warship would be tasked with transporting art and jewels. That which you take from Glenbrook is sure to enrich Esfrost. No, I suppose it simply makes Lady Erica a fierce defender of the arts. Should the worst come to pass, surely it's to people who would need protecting. You needn't tell me that. What's more, this ship was originally built to ferry soldiers to safety in an event of a retreat. Lady Erica understands nothing of this, of course, and Lord Thalos would never deign to entertain the thought of defeat. The iron will of Esfrost shall never bend, though the two of them certainly test it. Nevertheless, we will succeed so long as we press our attack, and I have no doubt General Vlora will see to that. So they still have confidence in all that, which, you know, is fair. Because if we gotta fight her, like, legit, again, like, that's still gonna suck. I think we had 9. Dear reader, I must apologize for I cannot describe this location in any detail, both for my own and your own peace of mind. Pray forgive me. You see, the locale in question is home to unlawful tournaments, hosted by, well, someone whose identity is a secret best left alone. Ah, so this is the first we hear about the illegal tournaments and stuff. It was pure happenstance that I found myself paying a visit to this underground arena. The matches are all bloody battles, and spectators take great joy in wagering large sums on which combatant will emerge the victor. The entertainment here is truly a matter of life or death, and attracts an avid audience of high-born wealthy patrons. You may recognize a face or two in the crowd, but it is best to forget whoever you think you see. Too much curiosity in a place like this is apt to get you killed. Of course, dear reader, you are free to doubt my account as you like. Indeed, your life may be happier if you choose to believe that there is no such place where the rich gather to enjoy such a violent, deadly pastime. So you also know that Sorceray and what's his name are also involved in this. Was it Tenebris? Is there actually nothing out there? Hold on a second. I'm assuming this ship's still gonna be part of the fighting set. Oh. Pure all pellet. Nice. So originally, when we fight these guys on the ship, we're actually fighting them as the ship is moving, raiding them with another smaller, like, boat. The ship is plenty well protected. You just keep loading the cargo. And we, like, yeet ourselves up onto this side. This part, by the way, can actually be electrified, too. The hatchetman, which comes with a fuck-off axe. Yeah. There's an awful lot of merchants about for such a sudden request. It's so late at night. I pray there are no ruffians among you. Ruffians. No time to talk, lad. They want us loading these at the brisk pace. Gotta get it. Gotta make that bread. Acquire the bag, as they may say. I think that's the long and short of it here. Oh, hello. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Ah. Luck amulet. Yeah. So we can trample around down here. Is there another on the other side? Yeah. Sure as shit there is. Yeah, extra large pellet. Let's go. Alright, good. Glad I checked that. Just in case. Alright. Maybe Five's getting a new DLC. The hatchetman that comes with a fuck-off axe? Oh god. Giving everybody the bonk.
How are things progressing with the ship?
We've learnt the enemy's position. If we can draw their attention, we should be able to get Milo aboard.
Hey, you there, merchant!
Uppa.
Sorry about this.
Ooh.
For my commander, you'll need reparations. What the? Who are you?
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Hi! So, in either situation, we fuck up. Oh god, it's 21. Oh no. Maybe we should have left Anna to that. Yeah, that would have been nice. Like, at least go around the corner. Like, damn, dude. So yeah, that's a pretty considerable jump. I don't know if we can pull that off at 19 and 18 on average here. So I think we're gonna cut that off for here and go to the encampment where the music isn't quite as pressing. So we still only have... Oh, we got another one too. Forces divided, so we got this one back. Nice. Ooh, okay. So you know what that means. I'm gonna leave this save here. But there's also we could also go back to this. And then do it from there to actually have access to that other merchant as well. And then I'll just bring us back up to speed once we clean them out. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll do that. So we'll try out one of those scenarios, and then we'll call it here. Defend the arena. This one shouldn't be too tough. Who do we really want to get in here, though? Groma actually comes to us at 18. Drive-thrus in ancient Rome. Where are you getting these random facts, and also why? What? Like theaters? For carriages? Or were they like pit stops of sorts? So this one has us trying to hold this spot from these guys. 14. Where are the actual... Wasn't the average on this one higher? I guess not. Most of our regular groups should be okay to handle that. It's also a 10-man, which kind of sucks. Who's really close to leveling? Jens is. Jens and Narv. Archibald is. Should probably bring Gila out.
But of course.
Leave the battlefield to me.
I'll do my best.
Elio.
My magic is at your disposal.
Who's like the lowest here? Frederica, I guess. In terms of being close to level.
I'll do my best.
Finding out those alones were the cost of my masters in history. Yeah, give me a number 5 combo. Oh god. Some of the restaurants were of the fast food variety, where a customer would eat and purchase a meal to go. Some were designed in such a way that customers would obtain meals without leaving their wagons or entering a restaurant at all. The prototype of drive-through service. I want to believe. That's fun though. Alright. Elio here. Archibald. You're gonna put that trap there. Damn, everyone's gonna go before we do. Shit. So we gotta have at least a few people on this area. Yeah, I know. I got lots of Burger King. I actually ended up going to shop a little bit earlier today. I was tempted to get some fast food, but it's like, nope. I had to hit myself over the head with the whole "we got food at home" shit. The battle begins! Oh jeez. Yeah, most of these guys are gonna get their hits in first.
Charge!
Brace yourself! You see that?
Hey, over here!
Damn it! Good try!
Allow
the
me.
whiff.
I see
Now's my chance!
Ooh, mobilize. God, they did not like him. Shit.
Time for some sorcery. Don't be afraid. I'll make you proud, Grandfather. Ready or not, here I come! Take that!
It's time. This is my way of doing things. I really feel like I've grown.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Allow me.
Thank you. Strike while the iron's hot. You're what have we here? An honor and a privilege to serve.
Alright.
What?
Rude.
You won't beat me!
Yeet.
Out of my way!
Setting a poor example. It falls to me.
I won't lose.
Could push you back. Go down.
Away with you.
Now then.
We've been weakened.
Eh, that's the understatement of the century.
One and all. Thank
It really sucks that we lost Archibald so fast. Ow, the book.
I'll do my best.
He got fucking launched. I really don't want to use items and stuff because that actually does still count. Even though it shouldn't, since it's a mental mock battle.
No, here I come.
Ready to see a spell?
Whatever it takes.
Not on my watch to put him over.
Perfect!
Get him the book!
Have another!
Dang. I like the idea that they just put like metal spines on their books so that they can just bludgeon people. like the edges on the books are just really nasty.
This is my way of doing things.
Come at me!
Get down.
Where was I?
Is it because they're hurt? Yeah, these guys are still fresh. I kinda want to silence you though, because you'll be able to cast soon. Silence is 100% on you too.
A cold wind. That didn't work.
None of that.
For victory!
Sucks that we can't really do too much to you for this.
Yes!
Allow me.
I could hit you. Ooh, yeah, actually, it'll get finished too.
What have we here?
I shall do what I can.
I was gonna say, thankfully that's just the decoy.
I'm behind you.
Relief.
Let the show begin!
I don't think I can hit any of these guys in such a way that gets them to get followed up on, though. Please.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Whatever it takes. You're finished!
You're out of the picture. Oh, there goes the decoy.
Aim steady.
You won't beat me!
Ooh, I can't actually shove you. Okay. But if I can get you closer to death, so that you can't heal as much. Swords was gonna be coming up soon. This guy's still causing trouble. Oh, and he missed! Ah. Ooh, you guys are split. Ugh. Ah, okay. So the cool thing is that she actually has an ability that lets her slip between enemies so that she can just kind of go wherever she wants with her full, like, range of movement.
Farewell!
Which is something that Milo learns as well. That she just comes with.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Be at ease.
Nara's kind of hurt.
One step closer to our hope.
My turn.
Would double thrust be enough? No. I can do pushback. I won't kill you, but it'll still stall you out. Alright, get out of here again.
Out of my way!
Oh, you hit the other guy with that.
Let the show begin!
Eat. Eat the ball.
I'll show you what I can do.
Actually, I should be able to finish you, yeah? Or at least pretty close. Apparently not. Nope. Okay. Yeah, better to do some more headway on you then.
Lightning!
Oh, and he got paralyzed. Nice. Oh, that sucks.
Time to take action. Take this! Right on
Leave it to me!
You're done,
For my
so.
kingdom!
A red scarf coming in clutch for him. Smack.
So, it falls to me.
A cold wind blows.
Alright, so he's taken care of.
Me.
You should head these guys off.
Now
I won't lose. It ends here.
Shall we begin?
I don't think anyone's particularly hurt out of this group. Eridor's busted up from that cast that happened.
Your wounds are healed.
I owe you.
There you go. Healer's gonna be tending to themselves now. Toss further bowl.
here I come.
Time to take action. Vicious
Definitely can't wait for him to get Moment of Truth costing
You won't
less.
beat me.
That'll be really good.
To victory! Look at me learning.
Where was I?
Unfortunately, that caster's probably gonna nail him before he can get back in there. 'Cause I don't think I can reach an icy breath there, but I might be able to do something about you. There you go.
I do not miss.
There, that way Piccoletta doesn't have to worry about it.
Now then.
There goes the battle mage.
Ends here.
I won't lose.
And there goes you.
Be gone.
Victory! So that's pretty much how that's gonna go for a bit. I'll try to knock out the other two and grind up some so we can actually get some stuff out of that other merchant as well. Especially if we're gonna be using Medina. But that will be for next time. That being said, we'll try to get back to that spot after we're done. That way we can just continue from there. Alrighty. So, we find ourselves with another rough fight. A little bit different from last time since we're not taking the bridge route. Where we're gonna have to fight them at the port. Which I'm assuming means we're probably still gonna run into Erica and Dallas. And at this point, even Ablora all at once. We'll see how that actually pans out. That's gonna be the interesting part. As to the fact that we're gonna be blowing up the shit that they would normally use to escape. But we will see what happens with that next time. So until then, this is goodbye to you two people. I'll talk to you all in the next one.